everyone, Tina Service here with Lead Titan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to send your Maid Central quote over to GoHighLevel or Lead Titan, and also show you how you can now get the URL from the quote and actually set that up as an SMS, and just makes it easier for your client to be able to book their job from a text message versus an email. Okay, so in this video, we're going to assume that you already have your connection with Maid Central and Zapier, and also your GoHighLevel and Zapier connection is already completed. If you haven't done that yet, I do have 2 other videos that you can look at on my YouTube channel that shows you how to do those connections. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am in my Zapier account. I'm going to go ahead and hit Create New Zap. And the first trigger I'm going to look for is Maid Central. And in here, the trigger event is going to be quote sent. What I like about this is that you can send over as much as data that is allowed in here. So I'm just going to say it because I believe that this information is going to be blocked out. But again, first name, last name, email, phone number. You're going to want to pull over the address data as well, because that won't come in on the lead. Your estimate URL and the online booking link is there as well. So you're going to want to make sure, well, what I have found to be really helpful is to make sure I create custom fields where I can add the online booking URL along with the estimate URL. So 2 different custom fields for that. And then the other information that I like to have, and that has worked helpful or really well for us, is the service description, your scope group, your square footage, and then if you track the people, pets, and the bedrooms and bath, you can pull that information over as well, as long as you have the custom fields set up. Now, the reason that I do this is because you can start to measure, what's your average time on the job for a house that has 5 bedrooms, 5 people, and 3 pets, versus the same size square footage, but less people, less pets, and things like that. So it just gives you a really good understanding. And you can also market to your families that way, right? So you'll know if they're a household with children or with pets. But in any event, you can take all this data and you can use ChatGPT to formulate any information really that you want. It can do analysis and everything for you. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hit continue with selected record. We're going to go over and grab lead connector, which is the gray label for GoHighLevel. And we're going to add update and opportunity. And then we're going to select the account, which is, I renamed mine as Made for Time. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to match up first name, last name. Again, if you're watching this video on YouTube, the client's information is most likely blocked because of YouTube's guidelines and making sure that we don't allow personal information out on their channel. However, if you are a subcontractor of mine or you're an implementer of mine and you're watching this video, then you're going to be able to see the data. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue this. Add the postal code. So one of the things I noticed when I was setting up some other people's accounts is when I first started pulling in the data, I did notice that I didn't match my custom fields inside of GoHighLevel as they were in Maid Central. So going forward, what I did do is I did match the language in Maid Central to match the custom fields inside of GoHighLevel, as I felt that it would be easier for anyone that was using GoHighLevel to be able to match up what those custom fields actually related to. I actually need to fix my own in my Made for Time company, but because I'm the one that runs the reports, I know what it means. So we're going to mark it as the lead as false because we don't want it to go back into the lead pipeline in automation. And then the pipeline we're going to choose is our Maid Central one, and we're going to do the quoted. Again, because this has quote sent, you can actually have your pipeline named quote sent, so everything matches for you. And then any other information that you want to pull over. So I have one-time fee, our deluxe biweekly, our core, the quote URL. So this is where you just have to look in here and see what it's called. And let me see if I have a one-time fee in here. It doesn't show the one-time fee. Okay, so that's where we go in and we do a mail parser. But let's see if we can at least get what the quote URL and the service description is every 2 weeks. So I'm just going to put that down here in service description. First, I'm going to grab the quote URL. Now, I don't have the booking URL set up as a custom field at this time, primarily just because I want the estimate URL. And then the date quote sent, I use a mail parser for that as well, and I'll have more videos on that. The contact type, it should still be in here as a lead, so we're just going to leave that alone. Here's your frequency, so this is where we're going to put the every 2 weeks. And then if you want to add the square footage in here, and you can also see here that I have like days to book, the scheduled job date, date of cancellation. I do this to measure the time from when the quote was sent to when the quote was actually booked to the time before they actually have their first service. And I do that for a couple of different reasons. We do like a countdown timer saying like, hey, good news, your cleaning date is almost here. It just kind of makes people feel, I've found that it makes people feel a little bit more special when we do that. Okay, so I feel like I have all the information from this particular Zap that I can pull. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue. We're going to test the step. And then once we're done testing the step, we're going to go over to our GoHighLevel account and make sure that this information was brought over. So we're going to go into opportunities. We're going to make sure we're on the right pipeline, which is the Maid Central pipeline. That the quoted here is sent over. Okay. And then from here, we have more automations, but this is just like step one of all of this. All right, great.